This is the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by H-E-B.
Who says there's no football the weekend before the Super Bowl? We've got over 100 of the area's best high school football players on display this afternoon here on the CW. It's the San Antonio High School All-Star Football Game, presented by H-E-B. Welcome to Hero Stadium here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm Chuck McAtinnick along with Zach Hedrick. And Zach, you know, back in the old days, they would separate these All-Stars for this game literally right down 281 east and west. But now they're doing it a little bit differently, are the SA Sports people.
Yeah, San Antonio Sports, they're been crunching the numbers for really the past few years. It's kind of a rolling average. They take the best winning percentage of programs from the area over the past 5 years, and then it kind of works like the seeding system for the NCAA basketball tournament. But bottom line is they get some great lineups together for us to see for both black and the gold. 15 district MVPs in this game, lots of honorable mentions, guys that have done the very best over the past 4 years. They get to show out one more time.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Lyndon Hamilton from Reagan High School is going to be running the black squad, and he's going to have Max DiDomenico, the Clemens quarterback for most of the year, but he's going to be playing a lot of defense because that's where he's going to play at the next level. And then one of the guys that really flashed this week, the coaches were telling us, is Marquise Washington, the running back from Seguin High School. So there's going to be a lot of guys flashing today in this ball game. Dwayne Coleman, you would suspect, would be one of them. Now for Team Gold, Zach, take it away.
Yeah, Andreas Springs here, gonna get outside and really use his length to his advantage. And then Micah Young, really the enforcer for this defensive squad, have done great things on the south side.
Oh, no question about that. I mean, the guy's a tremendous linebacker, going to be playing at Wyoming. And then Trey Moore is another young man from Smithson Valley. He's got a ton of offers, still weighing all of them. He's another guy that really looked the part this week. We're going to have a nice, long afternoon of exciting high school football action here at Hero Stadium here in San Antonio. And when we come back, we're going to hear from both coaches that'll be guiding the black and the gold here today. And we'll do it all here on the CW right after this.
Today's broadcast of the 2021 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by H-E-B and sponsored by the U.S. Army, Whataburger, Methodist Healthcare, and Sierra Auto Group, Taco Cabana, Thomas J. Henry, Frost, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Generations Federal Credit Union, Pizza Hut, PM Group, Arca Continental, BSN Sports, Powerade, Vulcan Materials Company, America's Diamond, the Children's Hospital of San Antonio, Mammoth Contracting, Air Conditioning Service Company, South Texas Vocational Tech, JD Collision Express, Guild Mortgage, Air Today Heating and Air Conditioning, Texas Water Advisor, and Beluga Air. You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by H-E-B.
The SA Sports High School All-Star Game moved outside, and my goodness, we're a day and a half away from the month of February. 70 degrees, Zach Hedrick, and let's meet the coaches.
Yeah, Coach Lyndon Hamilton from Reagan let's see, the Team Black, and then Coach David Branscombe from Brandeis for Team Gold. Really a good week for these guys. Nice week, too. It kind of feels like we're back in the fall.
Yeah, and these guys were busy this week coaching up their squads, and we were able to get a quick chat in with them this week.
You know, I get to coach a couple of our kids from Reagan and a bunch of kids from Northeast, North Side, all the different areas. And just a privilege to work with all these kids. You know, they're the best kids from their teams, and a lot of them were the captains of their programs. And just get to be around their leadership skills and get to see them interact with other kids from around the community. It's fun to be a part of.
There's no doubt about it that we've got some weapons in just about every position. Played against some guys. Definitely know the caliber of athletes that we have in those departments. Excited to see some guys that we saw on film. Excited to coach our guys. and put the pads on with them one more time before they go off to college. So, you know, it's a big responsibility, but we're excited about the opportunity.
And we're excited about the opportunity as well. We are minutes away from kickoff here at Heroes Stadium. Coming your way next, our national anthem, and then it's football here on the CW.
Closed captioning for today's game is sponsored by Texas Water Advisor. You are watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by HEB.
We've had the San Antonio Sports High School All-Star Game for over 4 decades, and some of the names that have played in this game have also played in the NFL. Josh Reynolds, Cedric Griffin, Sammy Morris, Marcus Davenport, Wayne McGarity, Andrew Sandejo, and so many more. And we will be talking about all those guys and all the studs we have here today. But first, it's time to send it over to our PA announcer, Milton Hope.
Senior guard from the University of Texas at San Antonio. Please welcome from the 323rd Division Army Band, Fort Sam Houston, Staff Sergeant Randy Holmes singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattled, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back to Heroes Stadium, and we are all set to begin here at Heroes Stadium for the 43rd annual San Antonio Sports High School Football All-Star Game. You are looking at David Branscombe, the head coach at Brandeis, who will be guiding Team Gold today. And then over on the other sideline is Lyndon Hamilton from Reagan High School. And is that kind of interesting? Before the game, Coach Hamilton's crew was out running around well over an hour before the game, and Coach Branscombe had his squad all locked up in the locker room.
Yeah, keeping things close to the vest. Not sure if that's really something that you want to do for an exhibition game, but it still should be a pretty fun matchup with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Still, down on the field, you could just tell they were ready for this one. The energy was up.
Absolutely. I think what's great is it's, different coaching styles, and guys go about their business differently. And I think both of these guys have taken their job very seriously this week, trying to cram in and give these guys as much as they can prior to kickoff so we can have a fun and entertaining ball game. Just about set to get it underway here. And tonight's first half kickoff is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry. So As the officials get set to blow the whistle and get this thing underway. And we've had some barn burners here, Zach, over the years. We had a really good, tight ball game last year, and then, the one that comes to mind is a few years ago where we had Trayvon Merrick from Smithson Valley, who then, of course, went on to TCU. I mean, that game was like ping pong, up and down the sideline, and now Trayvon's getting ready to possibly be a first-round draft pick in the NFL, to tell you the amount of talent that we have had playing in this ball game here today.
Yeah, nearly 20 players have gone on to play in the NFL who have played in this game. So surely one or two of some guys out here today, we're going to see some maybe play on Sunday. You mentioned we're just 1 week away from Super Bowl. We might see some guys in there a couple years from now.
Yeah, I'll certainly hope that that's the case. All right, so Team Black will be the first to possess the football here, unless David Branscom's got some chicanery up his sleeve here to kick. We are underway from Hero Stadium. A little fake reverse. And here we go. Good return for Team Black, getting it all the way up to the 26-yard line. And that's where we will begin this first drive of the ball game. Again, we got a little flag down here, and I was talking to the refs before the game here, Zach. They said they're going to be
on the return, block in the back on Team Black. Be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
They're going to be very judicious with how they call this game. They're only going to call the super egregious stuff because they realize, heck, we've only had 3 or 4 practices this week to try to pull this game off. So I think
A little bit like a Pro Bowl feel.
No doubt.
Keep stuff in the pocket a little bit, let them play.
Yep, and Ron Isker and his crew do a fine job of really knowing what this game here is all about. So Team Black is going to keep it on the ground here to start. And that is L.J. Butler on the carry, the fine young running back from Wagner High School. And he was able to pick up 6 yards on that play. So good start here for Team Black. Kind of backed up after that penalty on the kickoff. This time, L.J. Butler is going nowhere.
Really like this front group for Team Gold. Joshua Green, Alex Arnold, they're up on the front line. Then, of course, in the second level, Michael Young, Elijah Grady, Elijah Marshall, guys that have been playing football for multiple years. Really tough front seven.
Yeah, I mean, they're all good if they got here today. So you're going to see some wins and some losses in each of these individual matchups, offense and defense. So Team Black back in a pass formation, and look at the Roosevelt quarterback boogie on down the field. That's Dwayne Coleman. And again, that's one of the young men we flashed before the game, thinking about how great a week of practice this young man had. And right here, nowhere to go downfield with the football, and he picks up 21 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was a really great defensive coverage by Team Gold back there, but then, of course, that just leaves your quarterback to run.
So it's a U.S. Army first down. Team Black is on the move. Coleman handing off, and look out. This could go. Down the sideline, one man to beat. Great play on the back end to stop the touchdown, but what an incredible run.
Jalen Rainey did a great pursuit angle there. The UTSA commit from Brandeis High School. Really a great job to make sure that didn't end up in 6.
Marquise Washington from Seguin, another guy we talked about. The kind of week of practice that he had really made an impression on the coaches. And wow, we got our first explosive play of the ball game. So it's been a really long drive and a really quick drive so far for Team Black, and they've gone right down the field. Not much there. That is for sure for Cooper Kahn.
Really great penetration by that defensive line for Team Gold.
Cooper Kahn from Poth High School. So that'll bring up second down from just outside the 5-yard line. Team Black still going to spread you out here. We got 3 wide receivers lined up to the right. Going to keep it on the ground, though, and wow, look at the close. All right, the Gold defense there making a play to bring up 3rd down.
Micah Young there in on the tackle. Chuck, this guy's had nearly 400 tackles over his career. I mean, if that's just, you know, right. Unbelievable, averaging out almost 100 tackles a year. I mean, just insane, his production.
And that'll play well at the University of Wyoming going forward. All right, so 3rd and goal. Good ball there from Coleman into the end zone, but not able to connect. We'll see if Coleman and company are going to go for it here on 4th down. Really good job rolling to his right. Puts the ball right where it needs to be, but they just weren't able to make a connection.
Jalen Nutt really did a great job from Smithson Valley. Right at the last second, as the receiver was pulling that ball down, he got his hand in there to break it up.
So Lyndon Hamilton deciding to go for 3 here and see if he can get some points on this scoreboard here to begin the ball game. What a great first drive for Lyndon Hamilton's black team. They go down the field, settle for 3, and that's where we'll stand when we come back here on the CW 35.
Welcome back. It's time for a Whataburger Player Profile. And first up today, Cooper Kahn, a running back from Poth High School, a 4-year starter and 2-time district MVP. His favorite from Whataburger, I mean, we all got our favorites, but for Cooper, it's the double meat Whataburger, and he'll need it to, I mean, needs that extra energy today because, man, going up a good front there for the goal team.
Well, Nick Hernandez just popped that into the back of the end zone after he kicked that field goal, and that was a heck of a first drive for Team Black, going 72 yards on 8 plays and took almost 3 minutes off the clock here. So we'll see now what David Branscom's Gold team can do the first time they get their hands on the football. And I think it's going to be interesting to see who he rolls out at quarterback. They kind of kept that close to the vest this week. And it is going to be Jordan Battles, a young man from Holy Cross High School, and of course the former Brandeis Bronco. He's going to keep it on the ground himself, and there he goes. Jordan Battles right down the field and picking up a first down. Now, what an amazing athlete Jordan Battles is. I mean, this guy, the resume that he has on offense is next to ridiculous, but I mean, he'll take your head off on defense too.
Made the right read there, saw the defensive end, stayed home, pulled it, and made a nice gain.
Jordan Battles rolling to his right, sets his feet, throws a pick. This ball's coming the other way. And we've got a collision of the game potentially. And what an interception there from Max DiDomenico, one quarterback to another.
Kind of feel like Max kind of knows where the read might be, since, you know, his time of playing quarterback, just set back in the zone and was right in the throwing lane.
He sure was. He was also in the referee lane. Man, mercy. Max DiDomenico, we knew that this young man could really play defense. Had to play quarterback at Clemens because they needed an athlete, but got to give the referee a little credit there, making a tackle. He's going to show up in the stat sheet. Now he's going to stay out and play some quarterback. That's outstanding. He's going to keep the ball, and there's just nowhere to go with the football. Team Gold defense playing beyond the line of scrimmage. That's Justin Kirk and company. Christian Garza. Boy, that was one guy, Zach, we saw a lot of this year, and even in that Westlake playoff game, I mean, that kid showed out nicely. Forced a fumble, had an interception in that game. This young man is easily one of the best defenders in the entire area. That's why he's here today. Team Black going to keep it on the ground. Oh, look at the moves. Look at the moves from L.J. Butler. A little bit of everything on that run.
Yeah, this black team has a stable of running backs. When you got L.J. Butler, Cooper Kahn, and then we saw Marquise Washington bust a big run on that first drive, man, they're going to have their hands full the whole day.
Yeah, RPO, and then once he got to the second line of defense, he was breaking all kinds of tackles. So here we are, Team Black, their second possession of the ball game, and they've done a really good job, even with different personnel, moving this football. That's a lateral. It's going to be a double pass. And that's one of those I think Team Black would like to have back, a little trickeration. There was a guy that was wide open running a 9 route here on the right side, but not quite able to pull it off. Here it is. Eyes down the field towards the center of the field, but there was a man wide open down there on the right side.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the numbers from here, but it looked like one of the corners came up and bit on that lateral.
So Black is going to keep it on the ground, and they're going to be glad they did. That's a great run there to pick up the sticks, and a lot of success running the football. Now we're in the South Texas Votex red zone. We got a flag down.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
There we go. We've got a couple of penalties early in this ball game, and one against Team Black and one for Team Black. So, Zach, that's going to move that ball just outside the 5-yard line here, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You really like their options just with the number of running backs that they have. Look for something outside here.
They're going to keep it inside, and that's L.J. Butler doing L.J. Butler type things. We got a rugby scrum. Will it result in 6? It does. L.J. Butler and company. Saving some good moves there after the stretch too. As our buddy Mark Kusenberger says, that Butler did it. Indeed he did, with some help from his friends. Just good old-fashioned bully ball, Zach.
Yeah.
Keep the legs churning and burning. We're going to go for 2. They're bringing in a jumbo package, too. That's a little rope-a-dope on the announcer here. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So, Team Black with 2 possessions. And they come away with points. L.J. Butler. You can't stop him. You can't even contain him. We'll go to break right after this. Welcome back to Heroes Stadium, and the Children's Hospital of San Antonio doing a great job with our Smile Cam. Why not? I mean, we've got picture-perfect weather. We got football in late January. We've got the area's best assembled on one afternoon as we send these players off to the next level. So now, we've got to see what David Branscom's gold team does after turning the ball over on their last possession. They were moving the ball quite well before the turnover, and hats off to Max DiDomenico. Not only came up with the pick, but then engineered offensively a touchdown drive.
Man can do it all.
Indeed. Okay. So Team Gold is going to keep it on the ground, and really nice lateral movement there by Matthew Salazar, the young man from Burbank. Seems like I thought he ran out of eligibility like 3 years ago. Kid's been dominating since his sophomore year. And then we've got Caleb Camarillo also in the ball game. This young man, one of the best athletes in the area as well. So nice first down run. Team Gold has found some success keeping the ball on the ground here to start this football game. This time it's going to be a pull. And that's going to be a keeper for Cannon Williams, the young man from Harlan High School. And you know, he's going to UIW, and I'll tell you, Zach, I mean, he is a very large human being.
Yeah, he is. Kind of towers over everybody else. I saw that down on the field during warm-ups.
He's got a defensive end lower torso. I mean, he is just really a man-sized kid playing out here today. Really looking the part. So going to be some juggling at quarterback, as you'd expect in an all-star game. And he's going up top. Call incidental contact there.
Yeah, with press coverage there by Andre Mobley from John Jay.
Zach Schwalen in. You can see the kind of career he's had at Antonian. Mercy, that's a heck of a season. We got them athletes at Antonian, I'm here to tell you. So Schwalen will see if he can keep this drive alive here on third down. Going to keep, and the ball's on the ground. Team Black again coming up with the big play.
Bryce Yates from Reagan.
The UConn commit, Bryce Yates, getting in the backfield. My strip, my recovery. We've got more San Antonio sports high school all-star football action from Hero Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back to Hero Stadium, and a really quick start for Team Black in this football game. 2 drives that resulted in points. And now we'll see if they can capitalize on their second turnover. There's some complimentary football here. Gonna keep it on the ground. And nowhere to go. Team Gold, multiple guys swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, Caleb McGarity for Brennan coming up from deep secondary spot, making a nice tackle, forcing the ball carrier back inside.
It's going to bring up second and behind the chains. See if we can get a completed pass here before the end of the first quarter. Team's having a lot of success on the ground. Quarterback under pressure, rolling to his right, throws, and it is caught off the deflection for a touchdown. How about that?
Another bad break for Team Gold. Jalen Rainey made a great play on the ball, deflected it, just of course pops right up.
And Dylan Cooper, the young man on the receiving end of this from Marshall High School. Gage Lowry from Lavernia running for his life, but put some action on that ball. Almost picked off. Instead, it's tipped. He's going to have a touchdown pass out of it.
What Chucky said, we didn't have a completed pass. How's that for the first point?
I like it. Point after is good. And Team Black has been shot out of a cannon to begin this game. Dylan Cooper told he was an athlete. Certainly was. Concentration level was great. Mullet, outstanding. And a touchdown to boot.
You wonder though, Chuck, too, I mean, yeah, 2020, you know, the quarantines and the lockdowns and stuff like that, how many of these guys would actually be sporting these types of haircuts during the regular year?
That's a good point. Hey, if I had it, I'd grow it like that. Bringing it back. See a couple of these kids that are rocking the old school mullets. But again, Just good complementary football. You get those turnovers on defense, and you're able to cash in. So Nick Hernandez set to kick it back off. He's popped a couple into the end zone. This one is returnable. Oh, good open field tackle right there on special teams. Isaiah Carrillo from Roosevelt High School. Doing the trick. Good job on special teams.
The first team all-district team for 28-6A.
So Team Gold comes back onto the field, and they've done a really good job moving the football. You just can't be turning the ball over like they have. Didn't move the ball very far on that one, thanks to Evante Freeman from Judson High School sneaking back there and making a play.
Yeah, we talked about the Gold team having a really good defensive front. Well, so does Team Black. A few of them, especially on the second level, not playing today due to injuries or commitments to college already, but three-man front's getting some good pressure.
Indeed. Gold's going to keep it on the ground, and all of a sudden, Team Black is sniffing out all the runs. We do have a flag down. Good job getting over there for Andrew Guetta from Navarro. In on the play. Got some help from his buddies. Let's see what the refs have to say about this one.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
Team Gold will take that break. We're looking at 3rd and long. And that will give them a U.S. Army first down. So a clean slate as they get it past the 20-yard line. They're going to stay on the ground and look out. Good job come over to make the play is Faison Reese from Sam Houston, but great run by Andre Mitchell from Southwest High School. You know, Zach, Southwest was one of those sneaky teams this year, really, really good, and they've got as many college commits as anybody in this ballgame here today.
False start on the offense, 5 yards to the previous spot. Repeat first down.
So after the nice run, the penalty's going to back him up. Still remains first down. Just made the task a little bit tougher. Play comes in. Personnel changes. Not a whole lot there, Zach.
Real nice job by the Black defense there, staying home. Sussing out that read option there.
And Jordan Battles is coming over to get the play. Talking with the coaching staff. Quick check of the wrist. Bark it out to your buddies. Let's see what they got here on second down. Battles turning and doing a little okey doke to his left, throwing back across, and somebody lost a hat. That was Joshua Gonzalez from Stevens. He's going to stand there without a hat. That's tough. So he knows he's got to come out for a play. So we got 3rd and long for Jordan Battles and the Gold. Takes the snap, eludes the pressure, and he's going deep. He's got a man, and it's going to end up 6. Caleb Camarillo. That's what you call throwing a man open right there.
It's a great ball. There was coverage there on the back end, had a couple guys, but Camarillo was just able to take the top off the defense.
Indeed he was, and I mean, Landon Eads from Bernie Champion almost came up with a sack. Battle's doing a nifty job rolling to his right, eluding the pressure, and just letting his playmaker make a play on the back end, and boy, did Team Gold need that. Kick is up, kick is good. So Team Gold able to make this a 2-score game. It's been an explosive first quarter. Here it is again. Battle setting his feet and loading and just really out-throwing the defenders and allowing Camarillo to go locate the football and then locate the end zone. Dance move's not too bad either. Again, Camarillo, what an exceptional young man we're talking about here. In the classroom, on the football field, headed to Air Force. It's interesting, we get a little story this week from Chase Shannon over on Maximum Sports. Is Ty Reasoner, the Johnson quarterback, also going to Air Force?
That's right.
And Ty's not playing today because of injury, but so those guys are teammates today for the first time, but this won't be the last time that they're teammates. It's kind of cool that some of the relationships and some of the buddies you meet out here at the San Antonio Sports High School All-Star Game.
Yeah, a lot of these guys kind of playing together for the first time, and some of them they've known each other, you know, since playing Pop Warner growing up. But a really neat story there. Ty Reasoner and Cameron Camarillo going to Air Force together. You imagine they might see that connection there, you know, up in Colorado at the academy.
No doubt. Well, Ty Reasoner's already got the Air Force haircut going. Handsome young kid, ready to go off and do his thing at the next level. Team Gold's going to kind of hit a little missile kick. And the reverse, ball hits the ground. And now nowhere to go for Team Black, and the ball may have come out.
Gold's got it.
Oh, one of the refs.
Jaden Williams came out with the ball.
The refs are signaling that it will stay with Team Black. Let's see if it did indeed come out.
Little indecision there on the reverse.
No, it's definitely out. It's just a matter of who recovered it. Well, Team Black dodging a massive bullet right there. They've enjoyed this lead for most of the afternoon thanks to their ability to get turnovers. They almost gave one back. So Team Black backed up in their own end, going to keep it here on the ground to begin this drive.
Michael Bryan and Christian Garza in on the tackle there.
Cole Andrews from Jourdanton, a 6'3" quarterback. And the league MVP stands in, and look at those gaudy numbers. There's a reason why that young man's here today. Team Black's going to call it off. Call timeout.
Timeout, Team Black. That is their first timeout of this half.
They did so with 18 seconds left in the first frame. Let's take a flashback look at last year's game. You know, we've had so many explosive plays over the years.
There it is.
Got a man caught. Rashad Owens is going to score the game-tying touchdown with 2:30 left.
Just how you draw it up. Nice ball. Look at the reaction from Coach Bradford.
And Zach with a 5.5 time.
I think my 40 time was a little bit quicker than 5.5.
Dude, I was gonna say something else, but I'll go with what you know. All right, so second down. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. We'll see what Caleb can do back there. He's gonna keep it and now throw it. Oh, what a catch. On the back end, it's gonna be turned up the field. Outstanding hands by Caden Holt from Canyon High School. Actually, my bad, that's Reed Cantrell, a young man from Bernie Champion, hauling that in.
Look at this on the back end of the play here. Nice block by the receiver, making sure he can get a few extra yards too. I think that's Aiden O'Connell there. Great job with the awareness blocking downfield.
That's 28 yards for Reed Cantrell, the recent Stephen F. Austin commit. So one of those young men that battled back from serious injury to get on the field his senior season. So a fresh set of downs for Team Black, and they're going up top again. That was one step away from going to the house.
Jalen Rainey again. He's made some plays on the ball. That weird one down here at this end where it popped back up and Team Black was able to take it in, but Jalen Rainey almost had it himself. Another interception there.
Yeah, he read that all the way, no question about it. But you know, the worst thing that happened to him right there was that he got a pass breakup. So good job there. I know he'd like to have that one back, but an outstanding play, reading it all the way and then breaking on the ball. Team Black going to keep it on the ground with L.J. Butler, and here he goes again. The human rugby scrum moves the sticks in a great way for Team Black to end the first frame. They are up 17-7 and looking for more as the San Antonio Sports High School Football All-Star Game continues here on the CW. We're bringing you the second quarter right after this.
You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by HEB.
Lyndon Hamilton's Team Black enjoying a 17-7 lead as we get ready for the second quarter of action. Let's see if the second quarter can top the first quarter. Had a lot of big plays in that first half, offensively and defensively. Black's going to keep it on the ground, and great job squirting and making himself little there was Marquise Washington from Seguin. That young man, every time he's touched the ball, has made something happen in a positive way. Made himself skinny, picked up 4 yards on the play.
To the 38-yard line. The 4 set to 6.
Washington's on his way to a big day, but not right there. There were multiple players from Team Gold in on that one, including Christopher Cardenas from Memorial High School. Washington's on his way to a big day already, as mentioned. 5 carries, 70 yards rushing, according to our good buddy Mark Kusenberger. Ball is on the ground, and look out, it is on the ground again. Can Gold find the ears? It's still loose. I believe Gold got it. Huge play on defense by Team Gold. Now this was disaster from the snap. Ball on the ground, was recovered, then it was on the ground again. It's just a matter of trying to scoop up the oblong pigskin. Somebody's going to get the can ready to go for the turnover. Defense guys celebrating because, well, why not? You're down 17-7, and that's coming up with a big play for your O. A little reverse action with a man out front blocking. Good job by Team Black to get outside and stop that before it became too problematic. Dre Spriggs' first action, getting his hands on the ball, one of the most explosive players in the area. And another recent commit to UTSA. Battles with a decisive throw outside. Making the catch on the other end is Royal Kyle from Madison High School. Battles doing a really good job settling in, squaring up, and delivering the ball on time to move the sticks for Team Gold. This time Battles is going to keep, makes a cut, and then delivers a blow at the end of that. Defensive style coming out there for Jordan Battles. A little anxious right there.
False start on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
I think what's interesting to me, Zach, every year we watch this game is, you know, there's not many penalties. You know that these guys have been thrown together on a short work week, very limited amount of time. You throw in all of the social distancing and everything else that goes along with this. And, you know, this has been a pretty fun, entertaining football game with all the challenges that these guys have had to go through to get to this point.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's pretty amazing just how quickly they can get everything together and pull off plays like this where it's pretty exciting.
Jordan Battle's doing a really good job getting most of those penalty yards back. Again, this guy, one of the most electrifying players in the entire area. Started his career at Brandeis, brief stop at Judson before moving on to Holy Cross. But, I mean, this fella has basically close to 100 touchdowns in his high school career. And, yeah, he hangs his hat on being a defender. Nice throw there, too. It's going to result in 6 points for Team Gold. Jordan Battles with the strike to Byron Armstrong from Antonian. It's a big target there, 6'4", 225.
It's a nice thread in the needle right here. Defensive lineman couldn't get home but tried to get his hands up. Then Brian Armstrong just polishing it off there. Nice drive.
Yeah, and that young man's also a state champ in basketball. And
got a block.
Yeah, little extra point conversion going awry. That will make this a 4-point game. But after a slow start, Team Gold clawing their way back into this football game. Couple of touchdowns here to make it a 17-13 game. We're back right after this.
Welcome back to Hero Stadium. Team Gold clawing their way back into this one. Down just 4 now, as Team Black still leads 17-13, and Team Black going to get the ball back here. And as we wait for that, we're joined now by U.S. Army Captain De La Garza from the Army. Captain De La Garza, thank you so much for joining us. How are you enjoying the football game so far?
Oh, it's great. Enjoying it very much. Thank you.
Well, Captain De La Garza, we know that you guys have recruiters in our area schools all over, not just here in San Antonio, but why is it so important for the Army to be a part of this game?
So it's very important for the Army to be a part of this game. It's for a people-first mentality. So we want to be able to get out into these communities and talk to the people, and this is one of the easiest ways for us to do it. It's get involved with these games, get involved with the athletes, and also be able to interact with the families.
As we get the kickoff here to the black team, nice return getting up to just inside the 33, 34 yard line or so. Captain De La Garza, we have athletes all over on both sides today. What opportunities are there for athletes inside the military?
There's multiple opportunities inside the military. We have over 150 different career fields that they can choose from. And it's a perfect seamless transition for them to join the military because we have the same type of values that they have: teamwork, honor, integrity, these type of things that will translate for them, as well as the educational benefits that we do provide, TA assistance, housing. There's multiple things. So please go out and talk to your recruiters and they can give you definitely more information.
Chuck, you want to take this first down play here?
Yeah, let's do it. Not a whole lot there to it, thanks to the Gold defense swarming to the ball.
And as our conversation with Captain De La Garza continues, Captain De La Garza, this is our 43rd All-Star game. How long have you guys been partnering with San Antonio sports?
So it's just recent. So we've been partnering for the last 4 years, and it's a great opportunity for us to get involved with a community partner that allows us to interact with the community and actually tap into the local people and actually deliver our message to them so they understand the opportunities we can provide.
Nice play there on second down for Team Black, getting the first down.
Yeah, Jonah Pettis from Dehennis. Tell you what, they were barreling down on him. And
pretty tough grab.
Tell you what, that was a heck of a throw. And the grab wasn't bad either, no question about it.
We got the black and gold color scheme. Of course, we see the U.S. Army tent there, and Captain De La Garza, we've seen some great plays so far. Got a horse in this game? Are you rooting for anybody, Team Black or Team Gold?
I'm rooting for the winning team. So if you want to be part of our winning team, please go down to your local recruiters or go to goarmy.com/allstars.
Captain De La Garza, thank you so much for all that you do and all of our men and women in uniform. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. And the U.S. Army is a big part of my life growing up. And then my brother was in the 82nd Airborne Division for 4 years, got his college paid for. So he's gone on and done great things. Vice President of Dell Canada, so great place to start.
Well, we kind of already mentioned it too on the gold sideline. We got a couple guys heading to Air Force.
That's right. Look at Team Gold's defense ratchet things up. Multiple guys playing on the other end, and some of our usual suspects have been calling all year. Trey Moore from Smithson Valley, and our man Christian Garza. I mean, this kid is an absolute beast. Both of them, but 99, you can see why a lot of colleges want Trey Moore on their squad. Larry Hale doing a good job coaching that young man up, and obviously he's got tremendous gifts as well. And you can't coach 6'3", 245, my friend.
No.
And that guy, man, I'll tell you what, just a playmaking son of a freak.
Got a nose for the football.
Yep. Get a timeout here. Team Black going to talk it over. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. We got a 17-13 barn burner here in the second quarter here on the CW.
Welcome back. Time for another Whataburger Player profile from the gold team. Mr. Jalen Spells from Brennan High School. Unanimous first team all-district selection. More than 1,000 yards receiving on the career. And the favorite thing from Whataburger, the honey butter chicken biscuit. Everybody's favorite.
Ball delivered on time, and it is caught by Christian Smith from Churchill High School. Another guy that had to play quarterback this year out of necessity, but he's going to be playing tight end at the University of the Incarnate Word. I mean, that guy, one of the best athletes we've seen in this area for sure.
I think on both these rosters, Chuck, instead of actual positions, we can just put ATH against next to every name.
It was a bizarre year with a lot of athletes having to play quarterback, and a lot of it had to do with the shutdown. So a rare punt in this game and a block. Party in the backfield, ball's on the ground. Oh, we got some Well, extracurriculars, like, hey, it's an all-star game,
chippy.
fellas. It's still a football game, too. He said the one thing they were going to call is personal fouls, but, man, just a cavalcade of gold defenders. And, again, their defense has been absolutely money. Now their special teams stepping up.
Making plays in all phases.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with the disaster of the start that they had.
There are 2 fouls on the play. We have dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on black. We have dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on white. The ball will be put where it was recovered, first down.
All right, so we got offsetting. And Itler Mbula ended up being the guy that blocked it as we take a look at the coaching staffs of these two football teams. Kudos to these guys for stepping up this week and, you know, doing some community service, coaching both of these teams. But Mbula, we'll get into his story, hopefully, as the game goes along. Ball's in the air. Ball is caught. Are you kidding me? That thing seems to hang up there forever. What a play, what a catch. Great throw. And then Royal Kyle from Madison making another play. Man, Battle's hanging in there, takes a shot.
You had 2 black defenders. Looked like they could make a play on it, but yeah, you're right, Chuck. That ball just hung up there, and then great catch by Mr. Kyle.
Yeah, I thought a defender was going to be able to come and make a play, but the guy making the play was Royal Kyle. 6'2", 205, and I think the most we could say about him on that play, on top of the great catch, was the fact that he's fearless. You got to know you're going to get blasted going up over the middle with a bunch of DB sharks back there looking to take your head off, and he hung right in there and made a play. Oh, he missed the dunk on the bucket play. It's all right. Scores when it counts.
Right, yeah. Take the one that put points on the board. Well, we were talking earlier, Chuck. Our guys in the truck were telling us, we were saying all these guys are athletes all over. Royal was playing quarterback this year too, so again, another guy that can just make plays anywhere you put him.
And I'll tell you what, we have had some explosive plays in this ball game, and you know, the way things started, Team Black looked like they were going to roll Team Gold right out of here in the first quarter, but they've gotten some big plays out of their defense. Their special teams have chipped in, and then, again, you can't say enough about their offense and their ability to take advantage of those big plays that they've come up with on defense and then capitalize and stick it in on the other end, and now all of a sudden they're up 20-17 with 5:13 left to go. Lots of smiles over there for our Air Today Smile Cam on Team Gold. Jordan Battles, after that early interception, has been nothing but making a ton of plays. Going to do a reverse. And they'll get it up just past the 20-yard line. So now we'll see if Team Black can get the offense going again.
And on that last drive, they had that long fumble recovery. Looked like they were trying to draw off sides, and looked like they actually accomplished that. It's just, no flag thrown, so play on.
That's exactly right. Got to play through the whistle no matter what. So Dwayne Coleman back in. Team Black with its most successful drives when Coleman has been in at quarterback. And again, one of the most dynamic playmakers in the entire area, and he's going to keep it himself. Why not when you can do that? Get off me. Dwayne Coleman. Inside, outside, pulls it, reads it, and then cuts it up the field.
Yeah, great job by Reed Cantrell, tight end for Bernie Champion, blocking downfield. I also saw 63 Dylan Brott from O'Connor getting down the field a little bit. The big fella.
First down for Black. Now they're going to blood and gut you with L.J. Butler. And that guy has made the most of his carries today. Really good job by the Gold defense, though, getting multiple hats to the proceedings, including Seth Ojeda, the 6', 225-pound defensive tackle from Somerset, helping in on the play. Coleman reads it quick, turns it up quicker. He's going to be very close to a first down. Oh, this is getting pretty good here. Micah Young from Southside, the tackling machine that you glowingly talked about earlier. He find himself in a riot situation over on the other sideline. That's the funny thing, right? They tell you it's an exhibition until you come out here, and it's the competitive juices are going to go, and it's football. It's not tiddlywinks, as Kay Stevenson used to say. Black going to keep it on the ground, and another nice run as they move it methodically down the field. Marquise Washington from Seguin, an early candidate for MVP of this football game with the kind of afternoon he's had.
We've been talking about the Black running backs, but you got to give credit too to the front line. Cole Booker, Maximiliano Alvarado, they're doing a really great job getting push on that front.
No doubt. We're going to keep it on the ground, and we got a flag down. Not to mention a ball carrier. Cooper Kahn from Poth against the world.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
You don't see that very often. It's like we got a really good crowd here today too. I mean, hats off to San Antonio Sports for pulling this off with all kinds of obstacles in the way and able to sell this thing out to capacity. Great job, you guys. Black's gonna pitch it outside, and a really nice game there as Cooper Kahn able to turn that upfield.
It's kind of an extension of the running game there a little bit. Get it outside quick and let one of your great running backs just get upfield.
That's the thing. It's the key almost in every game nowadays. I mean, you've got to attack every quadrant, left, right, middle, shallow, middle, deep. Got to keep these defenses moving because they're so talented and so fast. So after going outside, Team Black is going to hand it off and go inside for not a whole lot there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 as they try to reclaim the lead here. Got to keep the drive alive first.
Got to think you have kind of your full playbook here. Not 3rd and long, but still a pretty good distance to get.
Coleman rolling to his right, plants, and it's picked. Threw it into coverage. It was a zone, and a nice play turned in by Christopher Cardenas from Memorial High School. I'm sorry, that's Giovanni McGill. My apologies, Giovanni. That was a heck of a play. Sitting down and just reading the quarterback's eyes before he totally makes a nice play there, Zach.
Yeah, really nice. I mean, don't know if...
Foul. Blindside block on the return team. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Considering, too, Giovanni's kind of looking back this way toward the sun. The sun's pointing that direction.
That's a huge play in this football game. I mean, you're in a 3-point game. You know, to this point, Dwayne Coleman's having his way in the air and on the ground, and, you know, get a chance here to make a play for your defense and you capitalize. Good job. Jordan Battles trying to make something out of nothing. Great pursuit by Team Black there as they try to get out of this quarter. Maybe get one more opportunity for their offense, see if they can't wrest the lead away. Plenty of time, just a shade over 2 minutes left. Battles trying to do a quick hitter. And Team Black doing a great job getting in the throwing lane of that one. That was almost disaster because Bryce Yates from Reagan read that one all the way.
Yeah, Team Black had a couple of swipes at it there. Bryce Yates, like you said, first shot.
So 3rd down for the Gold. Battles throws it out. Nice one-handed catch there. And it's going to be very close to a first down. That was none other than, I didn't catch the number, Zach.
Jarrett Zavala there from Lee. Stick the left hand out there and just keep on running upfield.
It was Jarrett Zavala. His hands, Jarrett. And then nose for the sticks, too. Battles, feeling the pressure, throws it back the other way, and good defense. Guys staying at home for Team Black.
Yeah, tried to look like set up a screen there, but the left side of the line couldn't really get upfield because the pressure was just coming from that way.
Clock winding, 1:35 and counting. Jordan Battles taking the snaps for Team Gold. He's going to keep it on the ground and look out. Oh man, almost one man to beat there. Great job by Andre Mitchell from Southwest High School. Andre Mobley from John Jay, if he doesn't come back and make that play, that thing's possibly going to the house. And you'll see this a lot. They're going to let guys get in and off the field. Referee's doing a really good job of kind of having pace to this game. Battles is going to keep. He's got a block outside. Standing job down there on the back end.
Now Andre Mobley ushering him out again.
Yeah, he shuck his block and able to stick a little pop on Battles there and knock him out.
How about this drive, though, by Jordan Battles and Coach Branscombe? I mean, all 3 timeouts, but no panic and just marching methodically down the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys and their continuity with one another is really paying dividends right here on this drive, to your point. So just inside the 40 and under a minute left to go for Team Gold. Battles is going to keep himself. And a great open field tackle that time by Jaden Nieves from Bernie Champion, closing hard and wrapping up.
Yeah, this guy's usually catching passes, got 5 interceptions on his career, but really nice technique, making sure that Battles didn't get more than he did.
So Gold is going to burn a timeout. They are in the lead here with 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Still got 2 timeouts left. And don't go anywhere because just around the corner is our Methodist Healthcare halftime show. We'll go beyond the game and we'll talk with Russ Bookbinder from San Antonio Sports. It's nice to see all of their people out here today. Just so grateful to have a live sporting event to get to go do. I know we were thinking the same thing, right? It's nice to get out and be a part of something like this and get a chance to see everybody out here, the players, the coaches, and people from SA Sports. Russ looking good as always. Fantastic hair. Hair envy, Zach, you got it. You got the hair, I got the envy.
pop.
Heard it all the way up here. But a good job by the Black, keeping everything in front of them. Make it as hard as you can. 14 gold here to close the second half. Great job closing, and a great shot delivered by Ronald Wilson from Sam. Oh, looky here. Big play. That'll get you a little closer. How about that? Andre Mitchell from Southwest High School.
How about this play call by the coaching staff, Coach Branscombe?
Yeah.
Thinking, okay, time run down, they got to put it in the air. Nope, let's keep it on the ground.
Hit you right in the middle, and then what a run. And great blocking. I mean, gotta like the cut, but that's a pretty cavernous hole that Andre Mitchell got to run through, and boy, this changes everything for Team Gold. You're up 3, now you've got 32 seconds, you still got a timeout left, and you're inside the 5-yard line. So you gotta be pretty cognizant of the fact that if you run a play and it's stopped, you gotta hustle back to the line of scrimmage as quick as you can. But you're right. I mean, that's about as well run a drive as you can have to this point. I mean, to get the ball back when they did, to nurse the clock and get the yardage and set yourself up. This has been precision at its finest.
Not really leaving much time for a chance for Team Black to respond. Black received the football to start the game, so Gold's going to get it right back at the start of the second half.
Battles gonna go to the air, and well played by Team Black. Double coverage there, back of the end zone.
Yeah, Jordan was gonna put that one on the back corner there, but just ran out of real estate.
Now we'll see if they run something inside. Give them something to think about. Still got one timeout left.
Looks like they were. It looked like a run block start. So
Ball start on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
That's a tough play right there. Obviously, a break for Team Black. You still got 2 downs to try to stick this in without having to try a field goal. Again, plenty of time. Not really the issue. Just have to be cognizant if anybody stopped short of the goal line. Battles has it. Receivers are away. Now he's flushed out, and he's feeling pressure. Ball knocked out. Great job on the back end by Max DiDomenico from Clemens High School. A little quarterback on quarterback crime. I mean, that dude's, he's got a pick, and now he forced a fumble. Great job. I mean, look at the speed.
yeah, Team Black overloaded that side. Credit to Will Huntsinger and Ryan Banka. They did their best with just 2 guys, but DiDomenico with that speed, getting around and poking that ball out.
Yeah, I love that.
That's cool.
A couple of guys are top-notch competitors, and, whistle to whistle, and then a little love afterwards. Here we go, 3rd down. Quick hitter for Battles. Trying to cut it up inside. You're going to let this clock go all the way down before you call a timeout. Well, they're going to call it now. So 4th down, ball's going to be at the 7-yard line. You would assume field goal, but hey, it's an all-star game, Zach.
Sure, why not? Hey.
You got the lead.
Kind of extend this out to a 10-point game.
Gotta wonder if that's what they're going over right now, because if it was just as simple as a field goal, would you be having this conversation with your offense?
Well, and you get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so I'm thinking, hey, let's roll the dice here. Because they did a great job not leaving too much time left on the clock for Black to try and do anything and get down the field quick.
There are coaching staffs. Again, hats off to everybody involved from both the Reagan staff and the Brandeis staff for giving of their time to pull this off. Again, every year we do this, Zach, the one thing I'm most impressed about is the fact that you could have this much continuity with, over 100 players in such a short period of time. I mean, it just goes to show you, A, the skill level of the players and their knowledge of the game, but also the staffs too. So Gold's gonna try a field goal here, and it is good. So maybe to your point about having the extra possession, why not take the extra 3 points there and then set your 6-point lead?
Yeah, see what you can do to start at the third, so.
Yep, can't go wrong either way. So 8 seconds left to go here in the first half of what's been a wild and entertaining game. And for as much as we've seen explosion-wise from the offense, we've had some defensive plays in this ball game too, Zach.
Yeah, quite a few turnovers. So there's guys flying all over. It is an exhibition game. We saw the little love on love there between Jordan Battles and Max Domenico, but we've also seen some chippiness a little bit. So these guys are getting after it.
About what you'd expect. Again, I mean, just the talent level that we see here each and every year is really something to behold. And again, I can't say enough about what the staff has done at SA Sports and some other key players here in town to assemble and go out and find the best of the best. And, it starts with coaches nominating their own guys. So we go with that. And it then makes the vetting process that much more difficult because know if the coach is nominating their guys, he loves those guys and he knows they can play. So, and then you've got to talk about all the different schools and all the different areas that are represented here. Over 60 schools. So.
And then two, you got to get them into the game.
Right, no doubt. A little pop-up kick there. And Team Black is going to have exactly 4 seconds to play with here before the end of the first half. Yeah, we're setting up for a pretty amazing second half and a pretty amazing halftime as well, but just about what you'd want, right? Got a 1-score game going into halftime.
Kind of I'm getting feelings from last year where it was back and forth. Wish we can get down on the sideline so we can hear some of the play calls in the second half.
Right. Well, normally this were a regular season game. You'd see a team just take a knee and tap out, run to the locker room. Doesn't look like that's a formation that would signal that, however. Here we go. Dwayne Coleman, look out! And he gets blasted. What a shot. Mercy. Great play to end the first half by Alex Arnold from Alamo Heights. What a way to go to the break. We got slobber knockers, we got dunks, we got big plays, we got touchdowns, we got amazing catches, amazing runs. It's the San Antonio Sports High School Football All-Star Game. A lot of love here at Hero Stadium. Methodist Healthcare, thank you so much for being one of our sponsors here today. Halftime coming your way next.
Welcome to the Methodist Healthcare Halftime Show.
What a great first half of football we had here from Hero Stadium. A great ball game between the gold and the black and a 1-score ball game to boot. Time to recognize, though, teams that go beyond the game.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Methodist Healthcare are shining a light on teams that model key values through their action. Teams across the city have found ways in a year like no other to make an impact. They've worked to pack boxes at the San Antonio Food Bank and helped at distribution sites across the city. They've conducted their own food drives to assist neighbors in need and restocked food pantries. Athletes have spent time reading to classes, taking time to mentor and coach young students. They've also supported Special Olympics by assisting with events and cheering on athletes. And they've helped teachers prepare classrooms after being closed for months. These athletes demonstrated the beyond the game values of sportsmanship, selfless service, caring, integrity, and respect. San Antonio Sports and Methodist Healthcare salute high school and middle school coaches who inspire their teams to serve others. To see all the great things teams have done for our community, visit sanantoniosports.org.
Welcome back to the Methodist Healthcare Halftime Show.
The gold team leads us 23-17 over Team Black as we just gear up for a great second half here at Hero Stadium for the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. And we're joined now by the man in charge of putting it all together, the president of San Antonio Sports, Mr. Russ Bookbinder. Russ, we've got another good one this year. Tell us, it's been such a challenging year. How important is this to just show off the talent that we have here in San Antonio? Just given everything that we had with COVID and all this stuff, it's a chance for our talent to really shine.
Yeah. First, Zach, to you and Chuck and your whole team at St. Clair, thanks for covering the game and being there. For these young men, they've persevered through a really awkward high school season. But, you know, more importantly, this goes back to when they were in grade school, middle school. They've all been working for a purpose to get to this level. We've heard over and over from players through the games that they came to this game when they were young, and they looked forward to it, and it was be an honor for them to play. So they get recognition and a potential chance to go play football at the next level. We've had a lot of kids last year. 56 kids played in college, 29 at the D1 level. So it gives them an opportunity to be seen in the context of the best players in the city. We've been in touch with the American Football Coaches Association and others to make sure that they get game film and are aware of the players in this game. So we hope that translates into college scholarships and college education for kids.
Well, and certainly by some of the action we've seen today, that will surely happen. And this All-Star Game is just one of the many ways that San Antonio Sports is involved in the community. Just tell us about some of the other ways that you guys are involved.
Well, we have really three pillars: healthy kids and families in the community, places to play, and then big events. So big events, the one coming up is the Women's Final Four and the entire tournament being held in the San Antonio area. We're expecting an announcement from the NCAA in the near future as to what that looks like, but our team, Jenny Carnes, Elena Wells, have done a great job in working with the NCAA to help make that happen. That would be 20,000 hotel room nights for our city, which really needs it downtown. For the healthy kids and families, our I Play After School program, we've been in 58 elementary schools teaching 3rd through 5th graders the fundamentals of sports, especially in low-income areas of our town that really have a gap in affordability to play youth sports. So we teach them this year, although in-person has been limited. We created 68 professionally produced videos and 6 different activities that all of the school districts are using. We have 135 schools and 28 school districts using those videos for distance education. And facilities, we advocate for the Dome and other facilities, Wolf Stadium, but more importantly, our school park program, turning elementary schools into playgrounds for not only the kids during school, but for the communities that they serve after school. So those are a few things we do. We do a lot more, but we only have about 3 minutes. I'd hate to take up the whole second half.
Well, Russ, thank you so much just for everything that you guys do, not only in San Antonio, but our surrounding community. You gave us another great game this year. We can't wait for the second half. We'll let you go, and thank you so much for the time. We'll enjoy the second half.
Thanks. We're blessed, and thank you, guys.
Thank you, Russ.
Stick with us. Methodist Healthcare halftime show continues right after this, and we gear up for the second half.
Welcome back to the Methodist Healthcare halftime show.
And America's Diamond going to hook us up with some highlights here from a very explosive first half, both offensively and defensively. Tell you what, Zach, Team Gold came out with their hats on fire. It was a 3-0 ball game, and L.J. Butler was a gang of one, churning and burning and busting into the goal line for a quick 10-0 lead. But we had big plays all over this field today, and how about this big play right here by Dylan Cooper from Marshall, making a play for his squad, and then Jordan Battles. A little bit of a slow start, but then he starts to dial it up. Throws open Camarillo for a touchdown. And he drops back and finds Armstrong for a touchdown. All of a sudden, Team Gold finding its stride. Well, Kyle from Madison High School on the receiving end of another touchdown. About what you'd expect from the stats, man. Lots of explosives.
Yeah, you said it. Explosive off the top. I mean, pretty evenly matched, but also the defensive side, too. A couple of takeaways for both sides. Special teams play with a block punt, helping Team Gold get the lead late into the second half. So just expecting much of the same as we wind this one down.
Indeed we are. We got a one-score game from Heroes Stadium. And that was the Methodist Healthcare halftime report. Guess what? The second half of San Antonio Sports High School football action is coming your way next on the CW35.
Thanks for watching the Methodist Healthcare halftime show. Stay tuned for the second half kickoff. Today's broadcast of the 2021 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by HEB and sponsored by the U.S. Army. Today's broadcast of the 2021 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by HEB and sponsored by the U.S. Army, Whataburger, Methodist Healthcare, and Sierra Auto Group, Taco Cabana, Thomas J. Henry, Frost, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Generations Federal Credit Union, Pizza Hut, PM Group, Arca Continental, BSN Sports, Powerade, Vulcan Materials Company, America's Diamond, the Children's Hospital of San Antonio, Mammoth Contracting, Air Conditioning Service Company, South Texas Vocational Tech, JD Collision Express, Guild Mortgage, Air Today Heating and Air Conditioning, Texas Water Advisor, and Beluga Air.
Welcome back to Heroes Stadium. Team Gold enjoying a one-score advantage over Team Black as we get ready to play the second half of football here at Heroes Stadium. Everybody enjoying their time here. Again, sold-out crowd. So we hope you're enjoying the game at home this afternoon, the week before the Super Bowl.
Who do you got in that one, Chuck?
Man, that's a tough one to call because the way Tampa played against Green Bay with that defense and then a lot of juggling on that Kansas City offensive line. I'll say this, I think Tampa's going to cover the point spread, but that's about as far as I'll go. So it's a 3-point spread. I just think it's going to be a whale of a game, kind of like the one we've got here.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's our man 45 trying to rile up Team Gold to begin this second half. That was really key at the end of the first half, getting 3, and now they get the ball back here to start the third quarter. Ball will scoot out of the back of the end zone. So Team Gold will get the ball and the sun in their face to begin the second half.
Looks like we got Mr. Cannon Williams coming out for start maybe this first drive.
Cannon Williams has been an amazing player at Harlan High School. Racked up a load of wins, played in a lot of big ball games. You know, he will not be afraid of the moment, and one of the bigger humans on the field today. The ball is handed off, and a nice gain on first down. Trey Spriggs and company getting the call. Now we'll see what they play on second down. Ball's going to stay on the ground, and a nice cutback inside by Team Gold. That's Justin Contreras from Devine High School, picking up a fresh set for his squad.
Alex Bolden there on the stop, the Texas Southern commit from Wagner High School, cleaning it up.
Bolden's had a great career as well. We had them earlier this year. He was all over the field in that game against Judson. And keep it on the ground. Good job by Team Black. In on the stop, Zachary Luna from Southwest Legacy.
Max DiDomenico, our guy, once again.
Just get the feeling here, Team Gold trying to lull the defense to sleep before they take a shot.
Yeah, and Jordan Battles is in on this play.
Battles with a P, and it's caught for a first down, and look at that. All kinds of toughness receiving that football.
Really nice hands by Dre Spriggs.
That's what he does. Dre Spriggs committing this week to UTSA. They're going to like having this guy catch balls for the next 3 years. What a career. We'll keep it on the ground, and a great run on first down. Right up the gut.
How about William Hunsinger? Tackle pulling around, leading the way.
Yeah, Contreras with another huge gain on the ground as Team Gold methodically goes up and down the field here. Well, they've really been hot, Zach.
Yeah, they found
offense.
Found some rhythm late in the second quarter, and they're continuing it right here, just these methodical drives.
It's been the Jordan Battles show doing it. Jordan Battles doing a great job getting about half of what's needed for a first down. He's slung down there at the end.
Took about 6 guys to bring him down.
Yeah, the snaps are a little slow getting back there, and it's kind of throwing off the rhythm of these plays, but you know, Jordan Battles doesn't need a whole lot. You give him a crease, and he's going to take more than you probably think. Has been a little sneaky. Battles rolling to his right, throws back to his left. And that was a really good play design. Just not able to make the connection there. So that's going to bring up third down And about 5 to go. That's one of those, if you can hit it, you might have gotten a whole lot more after the catch. Got blockers out there on the left side. Let's see if they can keep the drive alive here on 3rd down. Battle sees green. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to have the 1st down. Had a chance there to maybe knock him down and stop the play cold before he was able to tuck it up the field and get the 1st. But outstanding job by Cortland Stevens from Mack getting over there. He just wasn't able to make the play, stop him before he picked up the sticks. Good tackle there by Team Black. That's going to be one of those TFLs.
Josiah Carrillo from Roosevelt sticking his nose in there to the ball carrier first, leading the charge.
So for the tackle for loss, is going to make it 2nd and 12 or 13, and that is the 10th play of this drive. We're playing from behind the sticks on this one here on 2nd down. 3 receivers out to the right for Battles. Got time, surveys the field, looking for a crease, and now dumps it down. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Jordan Battles really doing a great job surveying the field, buying himself some extra time, and then just hit his check down, Zach.
Yeah, Alex, I think it was Alex Bolden there from what I could see. He was in position and then just got caught between Battles and the receiver. Take a look at this right here. Plenty of time. Great job by the line, giving them all kinds of time. And then right there, it's just like Bolden's like, do I go and get Battles or do I leave my guy?
Contreras doing a really good job too, not only running the ball on this series, but also showing what he can do out of the backfield. Found a soft spot, picked up the sticks. 1st down, Battles is going to keep, and he's going to get it inside the 5-yard line. This has been one heck of a 2nd half start for Team Gold. You're not only chipping away and getting yards and playing basically for 10 yards every play, but you whittle away half this clock here.
Jordan needs to come out and take a breather.
I don't blame him.
Cannon Williams
So
back
big
in.
Cannon, yeah. This guy can run it, throw it. He's got it all too. Looks like he's going to keep it on the ground. And Cannon Williams is going to score. Cannon Williams from Harlan High School. On his way to UIW, but not before he makes reservations for 6.
And Justin Contreras making a nice block so Cannon can spring it there, knock it in.
It's good complimentary football right there. Running it, throwing it, and then now Team Gold, after being down early in this game, is going to have a 13-point lead. We've got 6:15 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And Team Gold starting to assert itself here in the 2nd half. It is 30-17 here on the CW.
Welcome back. It's time for another Whataburger Player profile. Dylan Cooper making a great catch in the 1st half off a deflection, scoring a touchdown. Our offensive MVP from 29-6A in Marshall High School. His favorite thing to order at Whataburger? The chicken strips. Changing it up a little bit.
Man, could you grow a mustache and a little chin beard like that in high school, man? I was about 50 before I could do that. Nice work, Dylan Cooper. Must be the chicken strips from Whataburger making that happen. All right, Team Black is going to get the ball at the 7-yard line. Oh, what a cut. Good job making something out of nothing right there. The young man from Judson. It's Trey Brown. A little hard time finding the handle. And once he did, look at the cut right here. Wow. No shortage of athletes here on the field here today, Zachary.
Nope. See plays like that all over the field today.
All right, so that's a U.S. Army first down for Team Black as they get ready to set up shop at roughly the 18-yard line. Going to keep it on the ground. And great job on the outside, tucking that back inside for Team Gold was Caleb Lewis from Steele High School. He just held his block and did a really good job and got some help there on the outside too from Micah Young.
Another UTSA commit. It's Caleb Lewis.
He's a big, big man. Second down and 8. Black is going to keep it on the ground, and they are getting all kinds of pressure now into the backfield. Martavion Reese from Lee, one of the many in on that play right there. But a really good job. This Gold defense, with a little bit of the slow start on both sides, they've done a great job here. 30 unanswered points. A lot of their points have come because the defenders are making some plays too. So third down for the Black. Ball is out, and it is incomplete. So Team Black is going to punt. It's a really good 3 and out by the Gold defense.
Yeah, Gold team really just kind of in rhythm right now. Chuck, you said just it's complimentary football. This opening drive that they had ate up half the quarter essentially. Get it right back to their offense, and you wonder if they're just going to keep with the salt away the clock strategy.
Coming after these punts too. We've already got one block in this ball game. All right, so now we'll see what Team Gold can do with their second possession of the second half, and we'll do it right after this.
As we bring you back to Hero Stadium, you're looking at the Guild Mortgage Smile Cam on this beautiful day. Can you believe it's January? A lot of smiles about that with this weather that we're having today, and a good game that we got going on right now as Gold rejoins us and rips off a nice 5-yard gain to open up this drive.
Coach Branscombe shuffling players in and out. Both sides are actually. Zachary Schwalen in at quarterback for Antonian on that first snap. Matthew Salazar in on the ball game from Burbank. Again, Matthew's one of those guys, it seems like we've been calling his name for 10 years. It's the guy that made an immediate impact in his career in high school. Branscombe's needed some offense. He's relied on Jordan Battles to get the offense going, and he has not disappointed. Now we got Team Black asserting itself on the defensive line. Some big fellas up front.
Yeah, Dalton Perry from Poth leading the way. 6'2", 295. Making a great move and getting in on that action.
A lot of good athletes down there in Poth, girls and boys, throughout the years. Remember, it seemed like every year for over a decade we were doing Poth at state, especially the girls, with volleyball and basketball. So third and long. Ball is tipped, but still completed. With just too many Black defenders on that series, and that drive went absolutely nowhere.
Dalton Perry again getting up on that throwing lane.
Yeah, Price Yates has been all over the field on defense for the Black. Josh Gonzalez making a play right there from Stevens. So the big guys showing their versatility as athletes. Jordan Battle's going to punt it too. Why not? Does everything but drive the bus, right? Like a little 7-on-7 formation. Got a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. Team Gold enjoying a 30-17 lead here on the CW35. (30-17). Team Gold in punt formation, but maybe doing a little okey-doke here with some spread formations, and they are going to punt it. Jordan Battles kicks it, and the ball is going to rest at the 24-yard line. So a good job by the Black defense. After their offense went 3 and out, they came out and got a stop themselves. So right back to square one. 13-point game, and Team Black's got to get something going here on offense. Reed Cantrell from Bernie Champion back in the ball game. We start with 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, singled up over on the right. Ball's going to stay on the ground, and it's L.J. Butler. Gash play. And a really nice run for the young man from Wagner High School.
We got a late flag. Back judge just came up and put it just beyond the around the 42-yard line.
Holding on Team Black. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
Well, Ron Isker's crew doing a great job today. Leland Page, Jim Applegate, Max Guevara, Ryan Willoughby, Colton Mitchell, David Diaz. The guys wearing the referee suits today, and they told me before the game, Zach, they were going to be very liberal with calling flags, just only the egregious stuff. So I think that's why the flag came in late.
Yeah, there was a big hole on the left side on that last play.
99 make a play.
Trey
Moore from Smithson Valley. Coach him up at Smithson Valley with Larry Hill. He's not reading anything but where the ball is going and really reacted quickly to make a play. So 2nd down and 4 for Team Black. And a first down. Nice job. I don't like that play there from Max DiDomenico. Again, another young man that, we called his name for years over there playing quarterback, but doing it out of necessity. You got to put your best athlete with his hands on the ball. This guy, doesn't matter what you give him, he's a football player.
Yeah, Jaden Williams got back there in a hurry, but Max is just too quick.
L.J. Butler kind of feeling his way. Not a whole lot of room over there, but making lemonade out of lemons right there. At least didn't get a loss. Again, this Gold defense doing a really good job with those big beasties on the defensive line.
Yeah, Josh Green there leading the way on that one. And interesting note about Josh, Chuck, our guys, Chase and John found out that Josh is actually a barber. He might have been giving some guys some clean looks before the All-Star game.
You may have to go seek him out after the ball game, get cleaned up a little bit. DiDomenico's got it, and he is in trouble. Does a great job getting outside the pocket and shovel passes it out of bounds in the area of a receiver, just to kind of live to fight another day.
Great play just to keep the down and distance, keep it 3rd and manageable instead of, it's still 3rd and 8, so that's a long way, but better than 3rd and 14.
Indeed. Again, just savvy football player. Sees the field and was able to somehow keep his feet. I mean, he had guys bearing down on him. So Team Black facing a 3rd and 8 here as we wind down the end of the 3rd quarter, trying to keep the drive alive. Domenico's putting it up deep. And just not able to locate the football there on the back end is Andrew Edwards, his teammate from Clemens High School.
Jalen Nutt step for step with him from Smithson Valley High School.
Yeah, really good coverage, right?
Continuing with our theme of just athletes all over, Jalen was the Rangers starting quarterback for this season.
Wow, good job getting that one away. And there is a flag down on the field, which you would think would be running into the kicker. It's one of those, you got to get the football. Make sure you don't hit the kicker.
Of course, if it's the personal foul variety, it'll keep the drive going maybe for the black team.
Yeah, Mark, didn't they switch that rule a couple years ago? It's just roughing? Okay. Well, let's find out. Looks like they're talking it over with Team Black to see what they want to do. So if it was roughing, it would be a no-brainer. You take the first down. So you take the, I guess what would be the 5 yards and decide if you're going to go for it on 4th down.
Running into the kicker on the defense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
So, another play for Lyndon Hamilton's Black squad. And they've got Max DiDomenico back on the field. So it's going to be 4th and 3 from their own 43. Here we go. Big play in the ball game. Got to have it if you're Team Black. LJ Butler's got it. Does he have enough for the first down? Looks like he's short. Black defense bowing up. Who's on the bottom of the scrum? Does LJ Butler look like he had some momentum?
Number 8, Micah Young, our Wyoming commit.
Of course, all 6'2", 210 of them from Southside.
And Josh Green here had a crack at it early on, you see right there, but LJ was able to shed it. And then, of course, Micah Young right there to clean it up.
Yeah, Joshua Green in on that, at least slowed it down before help could arrive. So a huge play by the Gold defense. And they've got the ball back on the other side of the field, and they're going to keep it on the ground on first down and get some pretty decent yards out of it. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with Team Gold on top, 30-17. When we come back, it's the 4th quarter of our San Antonio Sports High School Football All-Star Game presented by HEB. Stick around, y'all.
You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by HEB.
Underway in the 4th quarter, and how about that to begin the frame? Jordan Battles dropping a dime on the back end. Man, you blink and you might miss something.
Jeremiah Shelton. Just great release. Look at the separation there and a nice grab.
Really was. In coverage. Mercy didn't even get a chance to grab our seat for the fourth quarter, and Jordan Battles is sticking another one in. It has been all Team Gold since they were down 17-0 early. Jordan Battles setting and squaring, and right on the money. Jalen Spells has been doing that a lot at Brennan High School. I mean, just one of those guys that's a difference maker. My bad. Well, Jalen Spells has been doing it too, but that was Jeremiah Shelton. My apologies, Jeremiah. Got you in the shadows over here, and old man with all peepers. I don't want to short you at all. That was one heck of a play, young stud. Jeremiah Shelton from Lee High School, making a play on the back end for Jordan Battles.
Showing why he was a 28-6A All-District first-team selection.
No doubt. How about the game Jordan Battles is having on the ground and in the air? You know, he threw a pick early, his first pick of the ball game, but since then, he's 9 of 12 for 169 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the 1 pick. Seemed like that was a century ago. Gonna fake the reverse this time.
Nice move.
Sure was. And then doing his level best to get to the 27-yard line is Marquise Washington from Seguin. He's had a really nice ball game.
Yeah, had a nice run early on in the ball game.
I liked what he did there too on the faking the reverse. Really shielded his body from the defenders, and then really having to do his best to get that thing back upfield, and was able to cross the 20-yard line. So we're getting to the point in the ball game where Team Black's got to come up with something, because Team Gold has really been amazing since it was 17-0. Gage Lowry now in at quarterback. Drops back, sees the blitz, but it's picked. Picked off by Team Gold.
Jalen Rainey, it looks like.
Another huge play for Team Gold, this time on defense. Jalen Rainey from Brandeis will take us to break. Welcome back to Heroes Stadium. Team Gold forcing their 3rd turnover. Plus, they blocked a punt in this game. So as well as the offense has been going for them, their defense has been something else. And speaking of defense, a smattering of polite applause for Team Black with the sack.
Max DiDomenico and Dalton Perry again in on that play.
Domenico's been special in on this game on a lot of plays. So Zach Schwalen back in at quarterback from Antonian. He's going to hand it off this time. Trying to hold the edge and gets the edge is Caleb Camarillo from Southside. 5'11", 180-pound athlete. Good wheels.
Yeah, good burst.
Turning it up, and
gonna need that for Air Force.
Sure is. Get these playmakers involved, whether it's throwing it or running it. Ball's away. Oh, did he catch that?
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. Zach Schwalen with the throw.
Dre Spriggs.
But Dre Spriggs, the UTSA commit, just pulled a rabbit out of his hat. Although something tells me he's done this before. Look at this. Lay out, young stud. Mercy. Let your players make a play. Extra point is up and good. Team Gold laying it on thick. As we play on in the fourth quarter, Dre Spriggs. You throw it, I'll catch it. Flat out. 44-17, Gold.
On the right.
Welcome back to Heroes Stadium and another touchdown for the Gold, and it is time now for our Vulcan's Materials Company play of the game. I have a feeling everybody knows what our Vulcan's Material Company play of the game is. But it's certainly worth another look. Ball is away. There's some hitting going on. Dylan Cooper on the return. Here's our Vulcan's Material play of the game. Throw. Nice catch. Unbelievable. Dre Spriggs, the UTSA commit from Harlan High School. Laying it out. Picking up our play of the game. Not bad steps afterwards either, Zach.
Just like Des Bryant caught it, Dre Spriggs caught it.
So much talent outside for both of these teams. Dre Spriggs showing you why he might be the very best. Team Black going to keep it on the ground, and I'll tell you what, these guys are still getting after it. It wasn't that shot in there.
Somebody came up from their safety spot. I think that might have been 20 or...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kendrick Thompson.
From New Braunfels.
Shot in there like a unicorn.
I'm telling you, it's like it was still a one-score possession game. Team Black trying to put it in the air and make a play. There's a nice catch, too. How about that? Outstanding run and then catch, or route, I should say, then catch by Faison Reese from Sam Houston. Throw wasn't bad either. Dwayne Coleman making a play. Roosevelt Rough Rider. Coleman's got it. He's going to hand off. Oh, look at the vision and the ability to make cuts on a dime by Andre Mobley.
Dylan Cooper, one of our Whataburger Spotlight players, making a nice block as well.
I beg your pardon, that was Ronald Wilson from Sam Houston. Nice job, Ronald's had a great career for the Hurricanes.
One of our scholar athletes from our TNL season earlier this year.
Going deep, airing it out, and it is picked off. Flag is down. So we'll see if it stands, but a great play on the ball by Ashton Thompson from Pleasanton. Yes, he read this one all the way. A little center field. Come over and making a play. And that's no, it's not Tyler Wiesner. What am I thinking?
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards to the previous spot. First down.
Okay. It was Ashton Thompson making a play, but we got two 12s on our roster here. And of course, we know Ty Wiesner, the Johnson quarterback. Wanted to play in this game today, but a little banged up. So next time we see him playing football will be at the Air Force Academy. We got a number of guys here today that weren't able to play because of injury. Robert Chapa, a linebacker from Reagan, also a little nicked up. Daniel Powell from Wagner. LJ Butler trying to stay in bounds. Nice gain, but he did step out at the 20. Just to finish the thought, we have Caden Holt, maybe the best linebacker in the area from Canyon, already at UTSA because that's where he's going to play at the next level. Wyatt Beagle, the special quarterback from Steele, he's already at Arkansas State. So a lot of our talented guys not able to show up today. for various reasons, but we know they're here in spirit. Speaking of spirit, pretty spirited, swarming to the football there for Team Gold.
Some spirit from LJ Butler as well. We've seen him do that a couple times throughout the game, just not going down at all, creating a few rugby scrums.
Yeah, he runs with a purpose, and as they say, with bad intentions. He's in there to, you think you're coming to deliver a blow, he's going to give you one too. He's got it inside, dirty yards, still finds a way to scramble his way for 5. As Team Black tries to knock on the door here, down 44-17 with a shade over 8 minutes left in the ball game. Good game. A lot of plays made on offense, Zach, but I think unheralded the amount of defensive plays that we've seen, some big ones.
Yeah. We've had, 4 or 5 turnovers, plus the kind of a turnover in spirit with the block punt.
No doubt. Coleman going up, one-on-one battle in the end zone. Great job locating the ball. Christian Smith from Churchill. He's the big guy over there. Like going up for a rebound.
Yeah, just throw it up, go up and get it, young man.
No kidding. UIW is going to love having this guy on their team. Goes up, makes a play, and stops the scoring streak for Team Gold. Gage Lowry making the extra point. 44-23 now in favor of the Gold after the Black fight back. We're back after this. Get stuck 2 out on the road.
Time for another Whataburger Player profile. Martavian Reese from Lee High School. Large young man again, 6'4", 205. Certainly could play at the next level. His favorite, these guys have covered the whole menu at Whataburger, the patty melt for Martavian.
Can't go wrong there. All right, so 7:42 left in this ball game, and score's gotten a little weird here in the second half, but again, just so many big plays by both of these teams, offensively and defensively. Here comes an onside kick.
Didn't quite get there.
Didn't quite go 10 yards, but if Team Gold touched it, it wouldn't have mattered. But I'm telling you, man, 45's a ball player too. He knew better. Christian Garza, Mr. Big Play. Not a surprise that he's out on the hands team too. That's the best part about Christian Garza being out there. Wow, what a football player that guy is. That's one of those guys, if you're starting a team, that might be the first guy you take. Low snap. And what a tackle on the back end by Max D. Domenico. Stop me if you've heard that one before, Zach. Nose for the football. I mean, that's some of those things you...
Kind of the counterpart to Christian Garza on the other side, just a heat-seeking missile,
right.
Just going to...
But I think, you're talking about a guy that's going to make his money on the back end of a defense, but sees the field like a quarterback, And that's got to help. What a player. I'm just going to go to the house. You don't need me here. That's 2-on-2 crime this time. Byron Armstrong didn't even have a chance. I mean, he caught the ball, and Two's back there, almost beat him to the punch. So thanks to Domenico, this drive is going the other way. It brings up a 3rd and 13 with 6:20 and counting. Nowhere to go with the football, and a great job by both ends for Team Black. Getting back there and making a play is Landon Eads from Bernie Champion. Remember that Champion game we did earlier this year? Landon Eads was ready to send that guy to the Hall of Fame. Really showed out in that game against Alamo Heights. So Team Gold's going to punt it away back to Team Black, who scored on their last possession. They're actually going to have two guys back, and it's a low snap. Great job by Oscar Falcone to find the football, and then look at that, still pokes it inside the 20.
Look at the coffin corner.
Falcone doing a great job, the young man from Comfort. Time for our JD Collision Express collision of the game. And that goes to Alex Arnold from Alamo Heights. 33 gold.
Sending us to half with a pop.
I tell you, that was just textbook. Gets a bead, squares them up, see what you hit, put them in the ground. Get to rub your belly afterwards, get you a Whataburger. Have one of your teammates buy after you make a play like that. Those timing plays, Zach, sometimes you see that in a game like this when you only had 3 days to practice. Sometimes it's tough to make those
get it out
work
quick.
to your advantage. Yep.
Get it out quick and make a play, make a man miss.
Cole Andrews now in, 6'3" quarterback from Jordanton. Yeah, right, you got to hit those plays in rhythm, otherwise you got disaster written all over them. Keep it on the ground and a nice run. Blood and gut stuff. And Mark Kusenberger, the Statman Central here today, who does a great job on radio himself, says that Andrews plays for his dad at Jordanton. So coach's kid. Pretty cool to talk football all the time. Nowhere to go, you thought, until, look at this. What a run by Ronald Wilson from San Houston. There was literally nowhere to go with the football until there was, and it was all because of Ronald Wilson.
Cole Andrews throwing a block there too to spring him.
Great play, and they needed to move the sticks. Ronald's got the ball again, and now he's taking on guys. Under 4:20 left here in the ball game. Let's try to maybe get a punch to end this ball game. A little tighter on the scoreboard. Team Black trying to get its rhythm back on offense after really looking good early to start this football game. Great throw. That time by Cole. Showing off his feet right there, breaking down a little bit, busting outside, little Patrick Mahomes action. Throwing on the run.
Nice catch too by Homer Flores from Southwest Legacy.
We're gonna go back on the ground. One man to beat. Oh, they could have gotten a block out there and kicked it back outside, but nevertheless, fantastic run by Cooper Kahn from Poth. Showing his speed off. Boy, once he got to the third level, I was thinking, man, that thing might go. Great job, Cooper Kahn. And he fake it to LJ Butler. And they're going to keep it with Jonah Pettis from D'Hanis. Kept it himself on that time. 3:25 and clock moving. Ball's on the ground. And so is Jonah. Not his fault. Locate the football first, and then by that time, there are a lot of guys in the backfield making a play.
Yeah, Christopher Cardenas from Memorial, you see right there, leading the charge.
Well, Memorial sure was fun to watch this year. Third and a ton for the Black. Rush up the middle. And a great job by Coleman. Man, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Man, I thought he was going to be a dead duck back in the backfield, but man, he just set up the would-be tackler, and then the next thing you know, he's scooting it downfield and picking up a first down on 3rd and 17. Yeah, you know, the coaches were telling us guys that flashed this week, and Coleman was one of them. There is a flag on the ground. It's a heck of an individual play for that young guy.
Offsides on the defense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 10 for Team Black as they try to get a score here before the end of the ball game. 2:10 left. Keep it on the ground. And just shy of the goal line is Marquise Washington, the Matador. Almost got there. Great cutback. He's had several carries like that that have produced good yardage. Washington's got to be climbing up on a 100-yard game here, so outstanding performance for that young man.
Yeah.
And very few carries, too.
Extra news is always on for you. Remember, local breaking news to deliver every 10 minutes to behind-the-scenes access to your favorite sports. Extra news.
And Sierra Smile Cam time. Pretty enjoying their afternoon out in the sun. Having a great day, and man, you cannot beat the weather. Temperatures in the 70s, almost in February. Coleman has 78 yards on 9 carries, and Washington has 82 yards on 8 carries. False start, so that'll back it up. So first down now from the 5-yard line. LJ Butler and company try to see if they can stick this one in. Got DiDomenico in at quarterback for the Black. He's going to keep it. He's going outside, gets the edge, and boy, does he take a pop there at the end. The guys are still playing hard, showing off their stuff. DiDomenico takes a massive lick at the end of this play. Luckily lives to talk about it. Now he's going to hand it off inside to LJ Butler. Stretching. Do they give it to him? They do. Touchdown, LJ Butler from Wagner. Boy, that guy's got a nose for the goal line, doesn't he? Little photo op there at the end with his buddies. Well, you talk about dirty yards down by the goal line. LJ Butler gets met and hit hard by 2 defenders from Team Gold. Still able to stretch it out, lunge for the goal line, and pick up 6 points for his team. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Nicholas Hernandez, take it to the bank. So here we are. We've got a 13-point game now with $1:31 left in the ball game. We'll take a break and see what the Black do with the onside kick opportunity. (44-31), Team Black clawing their way back into this thing. Just ripped off a 12-play, 91-yard drive that resulted in 7 points, and it took 3 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock. So now they find themselves in a 2-possession game after 2 quick scores. Now we'll see what they do with the onside kick. The ball goes 10 yards, and they may have gotten it. They did. Okay, well, there's a penalty flag down. And we'll see what the refs have to say about this one. Again, really good job by Ron Isker and his crew.
Offsides on the kicking team. 5 yards and re-kick.
Well, there you go. I was kind of hoping for an onside kick recovery so we could have a photo finish here at the end of the game. Let's check it out. Yeah, a little bit over there at the top of the screen. But again, the refs being really, really judicious with their flag calling today. They understand what these teams are up against in terms of continuity, and they've done an outstanding job managing this football game. Well done, fellas. All right, so the second attempt at the onside kick. This time, Team Gold steps up and makes a play before it reaches the 10 yards. That's just good heady football right there by Jalen Spells. Get the one with the big hop. Make it easy on yourself. So all 3 timeouts for Team Black. We'll see if they decide to take them or just let the refs wind the clock at this point. Team Gold's going to keep it on the ground, and wow, what a pop there at the end after a fantastic run. But finishing off the job on that play was Alex Bolden. What a game he's had from Wagner High School. That's the way to show out there at the end. You're going to go pick up some of your equipment that you left after the slobber knocker. Handoff, met in the backfield, and then finally wrapped up. Great run by Andre Mitchell just to try to get away from the defense, but unfortunately, Faison Reese and others were there to make a play. Cortland Stevens, our man with the Mr. Olympia body, as we found out earlier this year, the push-up king. Well-played football game here today, no question about it. Team Gold up 44-31 as we tick off these final 30 seconds. Again, great plays on offense. We had some spectacular plays on defense. Just saw one of them. And then we also had a big old special teams play too. So had a lot of things to celebrate today. A lot of great players and ones that we'll miss too. Bryce Wisdom, of course, was a young man that we got to know this year from Judson High School, and it was really courageous, not only what Bryce went through and never complaining as he battled his way through multiple cancers. As we play out the game, we're going to have a bomb here to end the game, and it is caught. Touchdown, Team Gold. But again, can't say enough about the job that the Wisdom family did this year in terms of how they shared their story and let us in on Bryce's plight as we take a look at the touchdown here to end the game. Just a fantastic, fantastic job by the Wisdom showing us how to live. And we appreciate their entire family for letting us in this year. Glad that we were able to honor Bryce and his legacy here today, and we will going forward as well. So it wasn't a touchdown, turns out. Marked him down at the 1. And so we'll see if Team Gold decides to get a late punch for somebody. And they're going to put it back in the air. A little one-on-one here in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. 6 seconds left to go in the ball game. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And that is going to end the football game. Team Gold 44, Team Black 31. Jordan Battles, have yourself a game, young man. What a performance. Team Gold comes out on top here at Hero Stadium, and we'll have more here on the CW right after this.
Welcome to the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game presented by HEB Postgame Show.
Milton, can you hear me now? All right, how about that? Thanks, Milton. Well, fans, thanks for coming out. First, let's recognize the teams on both sides, the Team Black and Team Gold, for a great game. I'm joined by the president of San Antonio Sports, Russ Bookbinder, hand out the George Pasterchick Trophy to Coach David Branscombe and Team Gold. Coach Branson. Coach Branson, we've got a couple of quick questions for you. First time coaching in this game, how was the week? How was this game?
It was a phenomenal week. These kids worked, man. They made it important. They wanted to do well for themselves and their team. Proud of our coaches. It was a phenomenal week. We traveled long distances to come to practice. It was really awesome to see guys that you don't normally work with every day come together and fight for each other.
I know this year was so challenging because of the pandemic, all these hurdles that these guys had to go through with the testing, with games getting postponed, canceled. What was it like just to see them and players on both sides going out for just to end this challenging?
Well, I know talking with Coach Hamilton, and those guys did a great job. They got a great team. But the challenges were difficult. This was such a big positive. Big thanks to San Antonio for allowing us to happen. I think our kids being positive more than ever right now, and this was something special for them for the rest of the time.
Coach, thank you so much, and congratulations again. We got one more trophy to hand out as well. Our Whataburger Player of the game goes to Mr. Jordan Battles. Jordan, great game. You were all over the place today, man. You were doing it in the air and on the ground. What was it like playing with Team Gold?
It's awesome being able to come back and play with Team Gold and play with Coach Brownstein and all these guys. The black team came out and played hard, so they just want to be out here.
I saw too, there was trash can on the gold sideline. Tell me how that gets started.
Years ago, Brandeis started there with turnover trash can for the defense. They came out here and made an offense run for us today, and it was good.
You used that a few times today, it looked like.
Yes, sir.
Great game, and congrats. Congrats to both sides again. Thank you all, everybody, for coming out. Be safe and home.
We're coming back with more from the San Antonio Sports High School All-Star Game right after this. Welcome back to Hero Stadium. 44-31 in favor of Team Gold. And what a performance by Jordan Battles, our MVP. But let's take a look at the highlights from this one because there were great plays on both ends of the field in this game. First, we had L.J. Butler from Wagner High School barreling in. And honestly, this looked like it was going to be Black's afternoon. They rolled out to a 17-0 lead. Fantastic play right here off the tip ball. Gage Lowry's pass is caught for 6, and then everybody say hello to Jordan Battles, the young man who went to Brandeis and Judson and Holy Cross. Had a touchdown pass right there. Stepping up, dropping it off right here for another touchdown. 1 of 4 on the day for Jordan Battles, who was also great on the ground. Taking it in for the score right there. Excellent job by Cannon Williams, who made the most of his opportunities, and then Jordan Battles again with a touchdown before Zach Schwalen came in through a touchdown pass. And we had some defensive plays in this ball game as well. Excellent play there for a touchdown from Churchill's Christian Smith to dot the scoreboard today. We had a lot of electricity in the air at Hero Stadium. And there's the man of the hour, Jordan Battles from Holy Cross High School, stepping it up, winning the MVP, and leading his team to victory. Zach, what are your final thoughts? How was it down on the field after the ball game?
Oh, it was great. Aside from the little, technical thing that we had, but it was a lot of fun. It's always great talking to the end, and you heard Jordan talk about getting to reunite with Coach Branscombe a little bit. That obviously paid off a little bit because, man, it was Gold's afternoon for sure because ripping off what was it, 44 some odd points, but really a great game on both sides because you just see all the talent from around this area. It's just so awesome to see, and I'm sure we're going to have a few more coming up here in the years to come.
Well, 43's in the books. We did it outside. We did it in a shutdown, and we're all the better for it. What a performance by the Gold and the Black San Antonio area, and its very best coming to play on a Saturday afternoon at Hero Stadium. For everybody in the truck, Zach down on the field, I'm Chuck. Thanks for joining us here on the CW35.
the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by HEB.
Fellas, what a ball game and what a good time we had out here at Heroes Stadium for the 43rd annual San Antonio Sports High School Football All-Star Game. Fantastic game all the way around. Team Gold takes this one 44-31 over Team Black. Zach, what were some of your final thoughts from this ball game today? What stood out?
We kind of talked about it at the top, just how explosive we expected this game to be, and it was on both sides of the ball, both offense and defense from both teams, even some special teams getting into the mix.
No question about it. I mean, really, from the onset, it looked like Team Black was going to just run away with the spoon, as it were. I mean, they jumped out to a quick 10-0 lead. It was 3-0 when L.J. Butler did his thing, got into the end zone somehow, and, you know, they're up 10-zip, and then you get some flukiness start to happen. You get a doink for 6, and you're thinking, okay, it's going to be Team Black's day, but Jordan Battles from Holy Cross had other ideas. What a ball game for this young man. 4 touchdowns on the afternoon.
Yeah, he was kind of doing it both on the ground and in the air. Some touch, really firing it in there. And then some touch plays like this one you see. And of course his receivers also helping him out, going it up and getting some jump balls.
Cannon Williams also scoring from Harlan High School. But again, it was pretty much the Jordan Battles show. Hooking up with his old coach, David Branscombe from Brandeis High School. And, you know, a lot of guys making some plays. Dre Spriggs turned in the play of the day, no question. And Team Black tried to score their way back into this ball game, but in the end, it was 44-31. Jordan Battles from Holy Cross High School, our MVP of this football game. He was 9 of 12 throwing the football for 169 yards, and also those 4 touchdowns we talked about. He also had 69 yards rushing on the ground and takes home the MVP. What are going to be some of your memories from this one, Zach?
Well, of course, Jordan Battles to start, but also take nothing away from the defensive side. I mean, Jalen from Brandeis had a nice pick, so there were some defensive highlights as well, even though the score may not necessarily reflect that. But really looking forward to seeing some of these kids develop at the next level. And who knows, we might even see them on Sundays a few years down the road.
Yeah, we had close to 20 former players in this game that are now playing or had played in the NFL. And Trayvon Merrick from TCU, of course, could go in one of the first 2 rounds of this year's NFL draft, former Smithson Valley star and TCU. All right, let's send it back to the studio with Chase and John.